Hey guys, this is Gunal here, and today we are going to learn about CSS positions. So there are basically five mainly used positions in CSS. These are static, relative, fixed, absolute, and sticky. So we are going to learn all these with example. This is a basic HTML structure with five boxes here to just demonstrate how these properties work, and these are just basic styles where we are mentioning the width and height of the box and giving the background color. So if you run this in the browser, then it will look like this. Okay, so this is the parent element, parent box with red border, and these are all boxes. Now basically the default positioning for HTML element is static. That means box 2 is always comes after box 1, box 3 comes after box 2, box 4 comes after box 3. So this is the basic by default positioning in HTML. Now if we position box 1 as absolute static, what the static does is it does not gets affected by any of its properties. Like the positioning have the properties of top, left, bottom and right to align the items. So if we position it as static and we give like top of 200 pixel, then it should move 200 pixels from top. But take a look, now box 1 is here, no effect. If we give it a property of left 200 pixels, take a look, no effect. So static position does not get affected by any of this top, left, right, bottom properties. And basically you rarely use this because this is by default in HTML. So the second is most commonly used is relative position. Okay, so relative aligns itself with its original position. So suppose box 1 is here, right? This is box 1. Now we make it as a relative position, relative, and if we give it property like left of 200 pixels, so take a look. See, it moved from its original position. If we give it property of top of 500 pixels, take a look. Now see, it is 500 pixels from this original with its original position. So it always be from its original position. It does not depend on any other positions. I hope you get it. Okay. Now the next one is absolute, which is most commonly used in real world. So for that we have created this one parent div box 4, and we have this box 5 inside as a child div inside this parent div. So let's see, we already have given the position relative because absolute position works with relative position. So if we want to position some element inside a div, then we have to give the position of relative to parent div. If we don't give it, then it will automatically position itself to the HTML or main body. So suppose we give it position absolute. Now what actually does is, let me demonstrate you on another box. So if we give box 3 as a position absolute, now what it actually does is it takes the content out of the flow. Now this is normal flow, box 1, box 2, box 3, box 4, box 5. Now when you position it absolute, then it takes box 3 from this flow and make it free, so you can move it as per your need. Just refresh it, take a look. Box 3 is out of flow completely. Now it align itself with parent element because we have declared property of position relative. Now if we comment it, then it will move here, normal view. Now it is aligned with this parent box. So if we comment it, this property we already commented it, and if we give box 3 left of 0, then it will align itself with the main parent element, main body element. See, this is aligned with main body element because we have commented the relative property of this red box, main red bordered box. Now if we bring it back, then it will align itself, this yellow box will align itself with this red bordered box. So just refresh it. See, left is 0, align with this red bordered box. So position absolute always works with position relative. Okay, I hope you get it. And we'll make box 3 as position absolute. Position sticky. Now what sticky does is it sticks the element at the top of the viewport. Now box 3 is here, we refresh it. It does not take the box out of the flow, but it sticks it to the. So we have to give the property top of 0. Now take a look. We have to increase the height of this. See, it is sticked at that position. If we have give the property top of 100 pixels, then it will be at 100 pixels from the top. See, but it is sticked now. It is always at the same position. See, we are moving here. If we do property of left 300 pixels, and it will move from left position. Now it is not moving because it only works with top property. If you property of right at 300 pixels, it will not affect it at all. So we can give property of top to the sticky, whatever we need, and we will make the element stick to its position. Okay, I hope you get it. Let's remove it. And the last is, I guess, fixed, position fixed. So suppose we give this box to a position fixed. Now let's see what happens. Box 2 is here. Now we refresh it, and like absolute, it also takes this box out of the flow, out of the normal HTML static flow. Now if we move it, see, it is fixed now, but it is maintaining its position now. It was here, it just took it out of the flow. So we can always position it with top properties, top of 0, then it will be here. Take a look. Box 2 is top now. Let's see whether left affects it or not. Left of 200 pixels. Yes, it is moving. It is now 200 pixels from left. Now if we give left of 500 pixels, see, it is moving. It is about 500 pixels from left, and if you move, it is at the same position. So this position fixed is generally used for navigation purpose. We will see it with real life examples. So this is the basic structure. It is the same. It is just made as a real life scenario. Okay. So this is navbar that we usually have in our website. And there is some content here. There is some content here. And yes, we have these different divs. Okay. Now, basically what happens is, if you take a look, navbar is, we have, if you want to have navbar here fixed, you know, like on scrolling also, it will stay here fixed. What we have to do is, come here, I already have given the position fixed, but we just comment it. Okay, Now it is gone. You know, we have given this padding because what fixed does is it takes all the padding, so we have to give it to match here. So I guess we will take that also, take this out also. Okay, this is our normal flow. Okay, navbar is hidden when we scroll, but what our client wants us this navbar to be fixed here, you know, while scrolling. That's when position fixed comes into play. So we have to put this navbar element as a fixed position, and we will always give top as a 0. Now take a look. Oh my god, navbar is not visible. Why it is not visible? This is because it is hidden under this red div. So what you can do is use this GIndex property. What GIndex property does is it decides the priority, you know, which element will be shown above 1. So we are now having this right div above the navbar. Okay, so we want navbar to be above this right div. So what we will do is we will use this GIndex property of 999. Because why this high number? Because we always want navbar to be on top. Now remember, GIndex property only used with position element. Maybe made with position absolute, fixed, sticky, but whenever you want to have this GIndex property, or you want your certain content or view on top of everything, then you have to use this GIndex property and with position. It may be fixed or relative. Okay, now take a look. Navbar is here. When you move down, navbar is not going. Navbar is always on top. This is how you use fixed in real life. Okay, I hope you get it. Now we will learn about real life scenario where you have to use absolute. So suppose the design you received is having this yellow div and have this content at the center of this yellow div. Okay, now there are various methods you can do it. You know, you can assign this as a flex box and have a property list for content center, allocated centers. But sometimes you cannot use flex box. You know, you have to position this div somewhere like here or here. So that way, that time the position absolute is used. So what we will do is in this scenario we will assign position of relative to this yellow main parent box. So box yellow, yes, we have already given the position of relative to box 2, box yellow. Now what we will do is we will give position of absolute to this content. Take a look. Okay, so this is content and have the parent view of content. We will just copy it. Okay. Now we will assign it position absolute. Absolute. Now if we want to have this div here somewhere, like 100 pixels from left and 100 pixels from top, then we will just give the property of left of 100 pixels, top of 100 pixels. Take a look, it is, see, it is here. It is aligned as per your given parameters. If you want to have this div somewhere here, like 100 pixels from right and 100 pixels from top, then you will give property of right of 100 pixels. It means it will be from 100 pixels distance from right. Now see, this is at 100 pixel distance from right. If you want to center it, then what we will do is, this is common problem that many new developers, designers face, that how to center content inside a div. So assign it as a position absolute, top of 50%, left of 50%. Take a look. Okay, now it is not exactly centered. This is why, because it is at a 50% distance. See here, reading starts at a 50% distance, but we want it at the middle, 50% at the middle. So what we will do is we will use this property transform translate minus 50% minus 50%. Now what this transform translate does is it takes this gap and adjusts it. Now if you refresh it, take a look. It is exactly at the center. Now no matter how you check it in responsive, it will always stay at center. See, it is always at center. So it is extremely helpful while designing a responsive layout. This is a real world scenario. Okay, I hope you get it, how the position applications. Now how you will use position sticky. So suppose this is the text you want to be sticked during this inside this div throughout the scroll. Now it is not sticky now. If you scroll past this blue div, that text is gone. If you want to have it stick while scrolling through blue div. Okay. Now what we will do, take the class sticky and box 3. Sorry. As another position sticky, and you will give property of top only 0. Now it will always be at 0 of this div, the parent div of yellow, sorry, blue, top of 0. So wait. Okay, now for that purpose we have to hide this navbar because it is currently this sticky is going under this navbar. Take a look. See, sticky is sticked during the scroll up blue div. This text is stick. You can also give the property of 100, any property if you want to have it 100 pixels on top. Now it is at 100 pixels. See, this is 100 pixels distance. So you have this position as a fixed for navbar. You have to give the height of that navbar as its top property so that it is visible. See, so that's it guys. I hope you understood everything. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more tips.